Southwest Energy. Again, the first real base that we pick up on is a cup of the handle. So many of these big leaders start that way. Can you imagine how it will improve your profits if you are constantly looking for a new name that finally builds a new base and it's a cup with a handle and it's classic? You look at it and you see it, and maybe they've only got 2 or 3 quarters that are up big, but something is there that tells you to buy it. And that's the way that many of them begin. And then it's up to you to have the rules to not get faked out too much. 13-week cup of the handle, classic. Moves up, builds a little flat base, and it's sort of a base on base, so you get a second chance to buy. Moves up again, and it pulls back to a 10-week moving average line, so you can buy as the volume picks up as it's coming off that line. Then we really run up, and we do get one of these little corrections below the line. Now, this one is tough because the first week below $12, it wasn't really $12 in. It was probably something like $48 with all the splits. The volume did pick up a lot, so you might gotten shaken out closing so badly there if that volume's up 50, 60, 70%. But if that happens every once in a while, you have a chance to get back in it, and you're buying the base a little bit later in the June 05 period. And buying that base, it just about triples. So you hang in there. If you get faked out, you find a point where you can buy, and here's a base that we can buy into it, and the volume's there, everything's there. It runs up, and you get a climax top that makes it easy for you to sell. And what's a climax top? It's 1 or 2 weeks of rapid movement, maybe 7 out of 8 days, or 8 out of 10 days, and maybe an exhaustion gap in there and a wider spread on the weekly price plots than most of the prior run-up weeks. So you can tell it by looking at the size of that, or you can count and figure out the percentages. You should never miss selling a climax top. So you get a chance to buy that, and you almost triple your money adding to it on that last little bit.